This Shabbat is Gimel Tammuz, the third day of Tammuz, the 28th yahrzeit of the Lubavitcher Rebbe. And of course it's Parshat Korach in Chukat in Israel. And therefore I thought of focusing on the uniqueness of this Shabbat, on the life and legacy of the Rebbe, of the Lubavitcher Rebbe, for anybody who's committed to leadership. Rabbi Sacks famously says that the meeting that he had as a young Cambridge student with the Lubavitcher Rebbe all those decades ago, over 50 years ago, had a transformative impact on the life of Rabbi Sacks. It caused him, that meeting, along with the meeting with Rav Soloveitchik, caused him to go into rabbinics. He came to the Rebbe as a young man, and the Rebbe asked him, "Jonathan, what are you doing?" He said to him, "I'm studying philosophy at Cambridge." The Rebbe said to him, "Jonathan, what are you doing at Cambridge?" And he said, "Rebbe, I said that I'm studying philosophy at Cambridge." "Jonathan, I did not ask you what you're studying. I know that you're studying philosophy at Cambridge. You said so. What are you doing at Cambridge? I can promise you," said the Rebbe, "Hashem did not yet send you to Cambridge only to study philosophy. He sent you to Cambridge to see what are you doing? What's your shlichut? What's your mission? On whose lives are you impacting by the fact that you're spending so many years at Cambridge? If you're not taking responsibility for those around you, then you're not truly doing your mission and fulfilling your mission in Cambridge." The Rebbe, Rabbi Sacks said that encounter with the Rebbe transformed his life. Life is not about what you are technically doing. What are you really doing? What mission are you fulfilling? On this Gimel Tammuz, this Shabbat, to reflect on how a small Hasidic group, only 50 or 60 years ago, was just like any other Hasidic group, Ger and Amshinov and Belz and Vizhnitz, which were very impactful within their communities, but not transformative of the Jewish world. In a generation, the leadership vision of the Rebbe to come along and say that we are responsible not only for what we are doing amongst ourselves, but the impact that we can have in world Jewry has been unbelievably transformative. In fact, as we know, famously the Rebbe said, Rabbi Sacks says this as well. Rabbi Sacks says that the Rebbe, that the Nazis said, "We are going to hunt down every Jew, Rahman al-Islam, with hatred." And said the Rebbe as a tikkun, we are going to hunt down, so to speak, every Jew with love. The sense of responsibility to go the thousands and thousands of shlichim, where, as it says in Star Trek, where no man will go before, to new frontiers, wherever there is a Jew and a Jewish community, there we need to bring Ahavat Yisrael and to bring Yiddishkeit. To be a leader, as Rabbi Sacks says, of leaders and not just of followers. That is our mission. And today in the world of Ki MiTzion Teitzei Torah, as we enter the 75th year of the State of Israel, having such a powerful Jewish community in Israel, all of us need to ask ourselves, in the spirit and inspiration on this Gimel Tammuz, what are we doing with our lives? How can we make the biggest possible impact, especially in today's day and age with the connection to Israel? How can we make the biggest impact of Jewish destiny on the future of our community wherever we are? Not what are we technically doing, what are we doing to take responsibility for the lives of all those around us, to make the biggest impact that we can make in the world. Shabbat Shalom.